everyone. For our other activity today, we are going to be working with magnets. So this is going to be more of an exploration type of experiment that you can do at home or at school. So we're going to start off with our horseshoe magnet, and it's called the horseshoe because it's shaped like a horseshoe. And I want to point out two things. There's an N and an S on this magnet. So one is for the North Pole and one is for the South Pole. So the thing about the poles are opposites attract. So a North Pole will repel or push away another North Pole, but it will attract a South Pole. And the same with the South Pole. If I put a South Pole of one magnet next to this South Pole, they're going to push away, and you can actually feel that force. If we put it with another North Pole, it would kind of attract it. You would feel it kind of wanted to stick to each other. So what we're going to do with this today is we're going to just test out a bunch of different items. I went in my junk drawer, maybe you have one at home, and I just got a bunch of different objects to see which ones were magnetic and which ones were not. So I'm going to just put that aside. I found a key, two different types of paper clip, one that's coated like with a plastic and one that's not. I got some coins. I found a clothespin, two different types of pencils, some rubber bands, an eraser. I actually used this foam piece from one of the other projects we did. And then I also have this metal bar that came with your magnet, and I found two different screws. So I'm going to put those all there. So those are all the items that I'm going to get. So you can kind of rummage through your house and find all these little things. Try some that are metal, some things that are not metal. And then you're going to do this experiment by using your horseshoe magnet, and you're going to see if your items that you found in your house stick or are attracted to your magnet. If they are, that means that your object is magnetic. If it's magnetic, that means it contains iron, steel, nickel, or cobalt. Those four metals are magnetic and have a magnetic field, which is an area around a magnet that will like pull things in that want to stick to it. They're attracted to it. So when I'm doing this, I don't feel it. It's not picking it up. So just as a little heads up, when you're finding objects at home, you don't want anything too big. This is a smaller magnet, so it's only going to stick to or have enough magnetism to pick up some like smaller objects. You don't want to use anything too big. So this one, not magnetic, and this is made out of rubber, and rubber is not isn't made out of metal, so it's not magnetic. So next I'm going to try the rubber bands. They're not sticking either, so they are not magnetic. So we're going to try this paper clip. Oh, whoa, I don't know if you saw that. That like actually like pulled it right to it. So that paper clip is definitely made out of iron, nickel, cobalt, or steel. So that is definitely magnetic. And when you try and pull it off, it's doable. I can do it, but you can definitely feel that magnetism that wants to stick there. So this is one in the magnetic pile. So here's another type of paper clip, but this one has like a plastic coating on it, and we'll see if this one's magnetic. Oh, yep, definitely magnetic. Even though it has that little bit of plastic on the outside, it is definitely magnetized. So we'll try this little foam piece, and that does not want to stick. So the foam is not magnetic. So maybe this mechanical pencil, there's different parts. The eraser, I'm not feeling any kind of pull between the magnet or the pencil. So I'm going to put that in the non-magnetic pile. I'm going to try the other pencil. I'm not feeling anything here. Even here, I thought maybe this metal part here, but I don't feel any kind of magnetism or attraction there. So I'm going to put that in the non-magnetic pile. So we have two screws. We'll test this one out. Oh yeah, that one definitely is magnetic. So we'll put that in that pile. This one just as well. It is definitely magnetic. It is not going anywhere. And I like how when you pull it, you can feel that magnetic field wanting to pull that right in there. It's not even dropping to the table. Whoops, well that time it did. So we'll go that far. There we go. So that's going in the magnetic pile. So the clothespin, if I put it on the wood part, not magnetic. Wood is not magnetic. It's not made or doesn't contain any type of metal. However, the clip here, the metal clip, is. So the metal part here has some elements that are magnetic, but the wood does not. So I'm still going to put that in my magnetic pile. So let's try the key. Ah, this is a surprising one. I bet you all thought that this would definitely be magnetic because it's metal. But remember, if it doesn't have steel, nickel, cobalt, or iron in it, it's not going to be magnetic. So even though it's metal, it's just not the right kind of metal that produces any type of magnetism. So that's going to go in the non-magnetic pile. Here's a penny. Not magnetic. So we're going to put that in the non-magnetic. Nickel. I guess the nickel doesn't contain any nickel. Non-magnetic either. Quarter. Nope. So you might be surprised by the coins because they are made of metal, just not the right type. Let's try the dime. Doesn't want to stick either. Not magnetic. And then this bar that we got with our magnet is magnetic. So that contains the right kind of metal to be able to stick to the horseshoe magnet. So with this activity, you can go around your house and find all kind of different objects that you can see if they're magnetic.